I'm back and I'm so ready to finish what I started. There are only 122 days left in the year. Today is September 1st, and let's make those last 122 days our best days yet. The past is the past. Doesn't matter what happened in the past. Forgive your past self, invest in your current self, and create your future self. And the way I'm gonna do this is that I'm gonna have a fit fall challenge, and it's gonna be fitness, not just in body, but in mind. My goal is to reform the habits that got me to losing over 70 pounds, is to reestablish those habits. No matter what happens on this journey to recovery, there's always something I can do that can etch me towards my goal. And the same is for you. Some days you will not be up to doing the task, but as long as you show up and don't quit, you are sure to make progress. This is a personal challenge, but you are welcome to join me. The goal of this challenge is to reestablish or establish habits that will get us to our fitness goals and our mental wellness goals. I've got 5 areas where I want to focus on. Number 1 is nutrition. The goal is to stay in my caloric range and to stuff my face with as much vegetables as possible. Because of the car accident that I got into earlier this year, my entire life just got rearranged, and I have been excessively eating. My BED got out of control, which is understandable. As I said earlier, you gotta forgive your past self, and I definitely forgive myself. Having a traumatic brain injury like a concussion and getting injured in my shoulder and a bit of my hip has been tough. Injury is my trigger. Obviously, when I lost over 70 pounds, the reason why I gained all that weight was because I had a severe injury after giving birth to my son that caused me chronic pain. But through that, I was able to make that change, and through this, I'm going to be able to make another change. The goal is to consume lots of vegetables. I'm staying in ketosis with tons of vegetables, and I'm staying in my caloric range. And I also want to try out new recipes to make things interesting in the kitchen. And you bet I'll be taking you along with me on this journey. I've been documenting tons of keto kitchens and cooking with me and grocery hauls, because when I do those type of videos, it really helps to reestablish that habit of stuffing my face with vegetables and eating as healthy as I possibly can. Because when we eat healthy, we feel good, and I want to feel good. I want to give myself all the love, and self-love actually involves taking care of yourself holistically, and nutrition is a big part of self-love. My next goal is to exercise at least 4 times a week, to get in 4 strength training sessions. Now, depending on where I am at with my concussion symptoms, we might have to move that around, because we don't want to push myself to a point where I'm re-triggering all of those symptoms. But the goal right now is to work out 4 times a week, 20 minutes at a time minimum. Another goal of mine is to focus on the mind and body at the same time. And how am I gonna do that? Yoga. Ever since the accident, I started doing more yoga because my nervous system was out of whack and I was super stressed, and that stress was causing headaches and pain. It is important that I do deep breathing. So after every workout, I'm going to do at least 5 minutes of yoga. And the final thing I really want to focus on is taking breaks when necessary. It is imperative that I do not push myself past my limits. Yes, in the past, I've been an advocate of that. However, considering I'm still recovering from this concussion and my shoulder injury, I need to listen to my body more than ever. There's been plenty of times on this journey that I've done exercises I shouldn't have done, and I pushed myself a little further than I should have, because that's what I'm used to. That is my mentality. But I have to change that mentality because I am in serious recovery mode. So it's important to remind myself to take breaks as necessary. Breaks are important. They're a part of the journey. If you do not rest your muscles, how do you expect them to repair and build? So make sure you are putting in rest when needed. As I mentioned earlier, you're welcome to join me on this challenge. So the rules of the challenge is to pick 1 to 2 to 3 things, maybe 5 things like I did to focus on. Things that you want to reestablish as a habit. It could be increasing your vegetable intake. It could be things like exercise, getting in 10K steps a day maybe, or 20, or whatever your number is, and to track those habits. I will link a habit tracker in the description below. It's something that I found on the internet, and I hope that it has value for you. It's something that I'm going to be using to help me track my habits. It is important to visually track your habits. Why? Because you want to see it. When you see it, you have a better idea of how things are going along. And tracking has been proven in terms of building habits as an effective tool. I talk about this many times on my channel when I used to make those calendar workouts back in the day, or I used to track my meditation or what have you. You want to focus on maybe having a few things that are focused on fitness and physical fitness, and you also want to have things focusing on mindset. Now, if you want to do more, you can throw in financial goals or anything else you really want to make into a habit. Please don't beat yourself up if you mess up one day. Like I said earlier, progress is never linear. And just because you mess up one day, it does not cancel out the other days that you actually stuck to your goals. You're building incrementally, and you'll see that pattern over a long period of time. My goal is to continue this off, not just for the month of September for my Fit Fall Challenge, but throughout the end of the year and then some. It's so important to visualize and see your goals constantly, because it's the only way you're gonna reach it. You have to keep reminding yourself of why you're doing this, why you are not tempted to stray off your goals, why you want to stick to the discipline of achieving whatever your goal is, because at the end of the day, discipline is freedom. Now, throughout the month of September, I'll be posting videos that I hope that you will find use of. I am going to post a video on how to accurately track your calories. That video has been sitting in my YouTube library or YouTube studio for months, but I hope to get that out very soon, as it's already uploaded and edited, and there's a lot of good content in there for you guys and for myself, just to keep reiterating all of that. So, I just want to give you guys a bit of a health update, a little channel update. I will be rolling out videos for the month of September, as you guys can tell, because hey, it's September 1st and here I am. So, I want to finish what I started. I spent a lot of hours building up this channel, and I refused to just let it all go because of a measly car accident. No, it's not measly, but in my head, I have to see it like that because I'm not gonna let it stop me at all. My recovery has been quite the journey. It's been a lot of ups and downs. I would do good 2 days in a row and then I would just deteriorate. But now I'm at a point where things are leveling up. I'm still nowhere near my 100%, but I'm able to squeeze in some workouts here and there, and yoga has been helping me out a lot. I'm also on medication. I started taking an antidepressant known as amitriptyline, and amitriptyline, it was not used for my depression. It actually has pain effects. So the doctors have been giving me that, and it took me a while to, take it. I actually got the pills and looked at it for a month because I did not at all. Sorry, I'm sweating a bit because it's hot and I got the windows closed and there's no AC here. But usually you don't need AC in Alberta, but this summer has been a brutal one, but I digress. I was watching the pills for the month. I didn't take it. Then I started taking it and it was really helping my headaches. Then my move went to, and I started eating like, sorry for the swearing, but that's just the reality of it. And when I say eating like, I was binging like a lot, and I put on quite a bit of weight, which I will reveal in a future video. So if you're not subscribed to my channel, make sure you are subscribed right now so you do not miss anything. And if you are subscribed, make sure you hit those notification bells so you do not miss any of my uploads. But I'm on a higher dose of amitriptyline now. It seems to be helping my mood, and it's definitely helping my headache. So I'm taking that. Eventually I'll wean off of it. This is just a temporary measure to help me, you know, get better. But I'm not going to feel bad about taking it, because you guys know I've always been anti-medication for myself because I have had bad side effects. But amitriptyline seems to be doing okay. It is an older antidepressant. They don't use it now as the first choice of medication for people who struggle with depression or mental health, but it seems to be helping me. And in my head, I'm reasoning it by saying, oh, it's an older antidepressant, so maybe that's why it's not giving me effects, because it's been studied longer. Whereas the one I used to take, that was brand new, and oh my gosh, it messed me up. But anyway, things are moving, they're turning around. I still have a long way to go, but I am not giving up. I'm just gonna use this situation to propel me to the next level, and I am not going to go down that deep dark hole that I did for the last few months. And that's all you can do, guys. Literally, we have a choice to either let it break us or make us. The choice is ours. We are not trapped in our situation. We can change it for the better. We can turn around our bad habits for the better. It is not impossible as long as you continue to work on this. Your mind is your greatest tool, but it can also be your biggest enemy. So make sure you utilize it appropriately and work on it day in and day out. Mindset is a daily grind, and as soon as you stop, things tend to fall apart. Yes, life will happen. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself to succumbing to bad habits. You're only human. You know, stress can do a lot to people. It can stir people off. But as long as you're aware of it and you recognize it and you give yourself the love and the patience to turn things around, you will do it. And sometimes you just gotta, when I say love, you gotta give yourself tough love and kick yourself in the butt. Anyway, I just wanna say thank you everyone who has been checking on me during these last 3 months. It's been tough. My personal life has been rough, really rough. I guess I'll open up a bit. My relationship has not been the best, and we don't know what we're gonna do with that. But again, we make a plan and we incrementally get ourselves to where we wanna go. But it's been rough, it's been really stressful, but I'm really proud of myself for all of the progress I've made and everything I've done. And I'm super excited that I'm back here on YouTube to connect with you guys again, because community is strength, it truly is, and it's great connecting with like-minded people. Anyway, if you made it this far, I guess, what emoji would I do? Let's just do a happy face emoji. Put in a bunch of happy faces, laughing, because we need happiness, we need good vibes in this world, because things are so tough right now. But remember, you're so much more powerful than you think. You have it in you to overcome. You can surprise yourself. Trust me, you really can. You can turn yourself around, and one day you'll be like, wow, I can't believe I did this. I can't believe I lost this weight, or I can't believe I bought this house, or got my finances under control, or I stopped overeating and BED. It can be done. So go out there and surprise yourselves, and I will see you guys very soon. Again, the sweat. Oh my gosh. See you guys later. Bye.